Well, so thanks for joining us. And Mama, good morning to you.
Morning.
Okay. You know, when you came the first time on the show, I didn't greet you. So just bid it up.
It's time for us to do the newspapers,
right.
but not until we tell you who is on AM Talk later this morning. We've got Emmanuel Chemanting Ejakon, who is Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wagon constituency here in the Greater Accra region, and Mr. Emmanuel Kwesi or Koshi Bajra, who is Member of Parliament for Ho West constituency. That's in the Volta region. They are our guests here on AM Talk. Our little money moments, obviously we're going to contribute our 20 Ghana cedis, but it's been very difficult. Even with 20 Ghana cedis, we raised our own from 10 to 20. And some of you have also been sharing the difficulties that you have, even saving the very little that you have. Sometimes it's very tempting. You want to break the box. You want to spend the money. You know, how often do you hear that regardless of your age, you should save a percentage every time you receive money? It's almost like
I've seen that
one
slide.
of the most difficult things to do.
But it's in dollars, right?
Huh?
You should do a CD equivalent. There's a slide on that. Have you seen it on social media? I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's in
no
dollars.
matter the percentage.
Yes, with a particular age, you need to be saving this to know that you're going to end this at this point in time in your age, whether in your pension.
I kind of feel like it's easy for them to say all these things, but it's extremely difficult for some of us.
Well, it depends on what you earn, because what I saw was in dollars, so I was trying to do the equivalent. And
money.
And you know, our money devalues like water. So I don't know.
Yeah,
100,000 today wouldn't be 100,000 the next 5 years.
Yeah. All right. So we're just using our money box and the challenges that we have with it, as well as the challenges that you also have, saving those little monies. And I'm going somewhere today. Let's get a proper money analyst, if you like, to tell us how we can all of us overcome those challenges. So financial analyst and CEO of Daffin Finance, Mr. Frank Odro-Kwache, who was here in the studio some months ago, by the way. He's going to help us, try and climb over all those challenges that we have. What prevents you from saving consistently? That's one of the very key questions that I'm going to ask him, and if he's got any tips that we can learn from that. So that's coming up later this morning.
And I think also we have a right to put that question to you too, because we know the reasons why we can. We have told you that already. But what keeps you from getting that commitment every day that you want to put something little away? Again, just remember, we say this is not the only kind of investment that you should make. And so we're hoping that we can get great responses from you on the subject. What's also keeping you away from your box? Just like what's also keeping us.
What is tempting you from breaking the box?
Talking by the way, do you have the money?
I do. I have got my 20 Ghana cedis. We have another conversation on the show, by the way.
Tomorrow we're saving, right?
Yes, we are. But I think something that he's already told me ahead is don't keep the money for too long, because that's where you get tempted.
So we shouldn't keep this for too long.
And that's why it's encouraging.
We shouldn't go to December.
No. He would say no. I know he's going to say no.
I thought you had a covenant style was going to.
Yeah, but he will say no, because that's where you get tempted to break it.
Right. Yeah, I get your point.
And now the concerned LLB graduates, as they've become, known to all of us, are headed to court to seek an interlocutory injunction to stop the upcoming entrance examination and interview for potential students seeking enrollment into the Ghana Law School. That exam, by the way, is just tomorrow. The General Legal Counsel has vowed to organize the exams on July 14, 2017 and continue with the interview despite a plea from the group, which was premised on the Supreme Court's judgment that declared the process as illegal. So Joseph Akable will join us live from the courts this morning to give us an update. And of course, Ketsi Airtel, Becky will be here to give us some entertainment. Let's turn our attention to the newspapers. I've got the graphic, but Roland will do the Times.
I'll do the Ghanaian Times.
Okay.
So I'll start with the Ghanaian Times. A star story about Ghanaian footballer, we're told. And then when you watch his video, so talented a footballer, but according to another friend, got into bad company, etc.
So he killed his mom and sister.
Yes, in Italy.
He's
like Balotelli.
But is he mentally
correct?
Yeah, like is he okay? Like
many people do many things. He's not been diagnosed with any ailment. Well, I should think so. But the friend says that he had gotten into bad company, and he believes that had gotten into hard drugs, and that could be a factor also because he hadn't been consistent with his playing career. You know, he's young.
So he killed his mother and sister?
Yes, just like that.
Wow.
And he was on his way escaping when he was caught. Yeah. Very sad incident there.
I mean, that's one thing that boys don't do. Mother and sister, that's like treasure.
When you're in the right frame of mind, you won't do it. But I'm not sure he was in the right frame of mind. He's said to be 21. So I stabbed them on Tuesday night in their home in Saint Van Leonardo, the outskirts of Palma. And their father was in London on official duties. The suspect, a football prodigy with Italian-side Parma, was arrested by police on an escape route in a central station in Milan. And the deceased, also Ghanaians, have been identified as patients in Fum, 45, his mother, and Magdalene Nyantechi, who was 11, his younger sister. And according to the report, the suspect's elder brother, Raymond Nyantechi, 25, returned home from work around 9 p.m. on Tuesday to discover the gruesome murder. Upon opening the door to the home, he found blood everywhere on the floor, on the walls, on the furnishing in their 6th floor apartment. Following the suspect's confession to the police, prosecution is preparing a case against him. Solomon, apparently we're told in Italy, was hyped as one of the rising stars in Italian football as he thrived in the youth system of Parma, winning several titles alongside. Apparently, as coach, Roberto Donadoni of Parma, he elevated him to the senior team of Parma. He played in Serie D for Molise Calcio last season, but stopped abruptly and was said to have joined bad company, noted for committing serious crimes in Italy.
That's very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very tragic.
Very tragic.
Very
tragic.
What are the headlines?
Yeah, so we have Ghana, Switzerland signed cocoa deal to add value to raw cocoa beans. And then we also have 6 galamseyers grabbed and Pantang Hospital staff call off strike. Okay, so we also know that there have been...
Back page of the Times?
There have been some issues as far as Kotoko is concerned. They lost their match yesterday.
Is it Inter Allies?
No?
I
didn't follow the match yesterday.
Okay.
And Hearts won. Okay, it was against Inter Allies. They lost that game, but on their way back to Kumasi, apparently there was an accident.
Yeah. We're going to get the latest when we hit myjoyonline.com when we do the online review, because we've got the updates there. But we would also speak when we do have him, the Nkoko Divisional MTTD Commander Superintendent Yahya Busharano. We will speak to him. Do we have him?
Yes, we have him on.
All right. So, Roland, you would speak to him on the latest.
Okay. Good morning to you, Superintendent Yahya Busharano. Good morning, Superintendent Busharano.
Good morning, sir. You are welcome.
Okay. So, why you're speaking from Nkoko, right?
Not really, not in Nkoko, but if you have anything, I can tell you.
Okay. Please, where exactly did the accident happen, and what led to the accident?
In Nkoko, on the bypass.
On the bypass through the town or the other side?
The other side, the new road. Yeah.
Okay. So what led to the accident?
We have just launched investigation into it, so we cannot just conclude at the moment. We'll update you when we progress on our investigation.
Okay. So can you give us details about how many people were in the bus and where they are now and how they are being treated?
At the time of the accident, 25 people made up of the officials and the players. They were all initially rushed to Holy Family in Nkoko Hospital. Both of them sustained various degrees of injury. But as we speak to you now, they have since been transferred to Supernatural Hospital, Kumasi.
If they've been transferred, it means that some of the injuries are near fatal. Is that it?
At the time of the accident, 3 people, including the coach, injury seemed to be more serious.
And Superintendent Yahya, we've heard about deaths as well. Were there any records of deaths in this accident?
It's just one person lost his life.
We understand this was a collision, but this truck that the Kotoko bus ran into, was it stationary or it was a moving truck?
Preliminary investigation at the moment indicate that the car was in motion. The Kia Rano loaded with fertilizer bags were in motion. And as I said, we have just launched investigation into it. And I will give you the update. But as at now, that is what we have gathered so far.
So, you know, for the meantime, any arrests? Have you made any arrests?
Not arrested yet.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not sure. I didn't get that.
I said not yet.
Okay. So how long is it going to take until we have something really firm as to exactly what led to this accident?
I will not be able to confirm that. That is investigation.
Okay. Can you give us the number on the bus again?
Which of the bus? You mean the bus?
The Kotoko bus.
Yeah, GT 4327-16.
And how many people on board the Kotoko bus, sir?
25 people.
So how about this truck that was in motion?
That was the driver and the mate.
Okay. All right. We will get back to you when you have some more information to share, but we appreciate your time here on the show this morning.
You are welcome.
That's the Nkoko Divisional MTTD Commander Superintendent Yahya Busharano giving us an update on that tragic accident that happened when Kumasi Asante Kotoko were returning to their home after playing inter-allies yesterday. But Benedict also would also be here with other angles of the story. But in the meantime, we'll continue with our newspaper review. We have the Daily Graphic newspaper, which is up next, front page of the Graphic. Police corporal commits suicide. The late Corporal Ebenezer Kofi Ochre, his picture is here in the Graphic. Inflation drops to 12.1%. Swiss government to assist Ghana to add value to cocoa. So on the front page, you find President Akufo-Addo, and they say, it says to the President of Switzerland, Miss Doris Leuthard, when she arrived, said, "You're warmly welcome." So that's what the paper is saying. He was saying there, "You're warmly welcome." And that's what's been captured as she arrived at the Flagstaff House yesterday for discussions with our president. Picture taken by Samuel Tay Adano. But a bit about the story, which is page 16, about the suicide. Which I don't know why these incidents happen. Okay, that's it. Page 16 says a 33-year-old policeman with the Ashanti Regional Police Command committed suicide yesterday morning after one of the 3 women he had children with had allegedly told him he was not the biological father of their child. Corporal Ebenezer Kofi Ochre, who was attached to the Special Weapons and Tactics units of the Ghana Police Service, is said to have shot himself in the jaw. The incident occurred at Tafo Mile 4 in the Kumasi metropolis at 6:30 a.m. following a phone call Corporal Ochre is said to have received from a woman. The policeman was allegedly overheard by his girlfriend, a student nurse, who had spent the night with him, threatening to kill himself during the conversation with the caller if she, the caller, insisted that the policeman was not the father of their child. The rest of the story, you can grab the paper and read, is in page 16 in the Graphic. The average change in prices of goods and services measured by inflation dropped to 12.1% in June this year. The rate was 12.6% in May, and the decline in the June figure was due to corresponding declines in the food and non-food inflation baskets. And the June figure was announced at a press conference in Accra yesterday. The rest of the details as to how things unfolded at the press conference is in the Graphic. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Abe's Brace wins day for hearts. Inter-allies stun Kotoko in Accra. But we know that this win is definitely being drowned by this accident that occurred as they were returning to their base. Okay, that's it for the Graphic.
All right, so we have the next paper we're looking at. Of course, as always, it has to be the
Daily Guide.
The Daily Guide. The Daily Guide has on the front page, Dumelo buys stolen car. And we know that this is coming on the heels of an interview that, of course, was live on Joy FM, but also we had relayed here on Joy News. And then we have other stories. Man dies after cat meat. And cop shoots himself over love. Odoi. And then we have Mills family speaks exclusively to Daily Guide. Read the story tomorrow. To the front page. Nana grabs. There's no. It's just
Mills, as in our former president.
It's a Mills, yes, Professor Mills family. I hope that.
Nadu.
I hope there is no any other Mills. So we have Nana grabs $80 million Swiss cash. John Domero.
You're through?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got the business news, business finder. But Roland, please do the Today newspaper.
Okay.
So the Today.
Okay.
You're not ready?
There's a story I wanted to take a look at.
Okay.
So if you permit me, it's on the center spread the news one. They always have it.
There's Ghana 60. Brow is eye. Is eye opener. Oh yeah.
That's
okay. So this was on my jawline as well.
All right.
I asked them all.
So it's featured there. All right.
And then this thing, Don Moen not dead. Charlie, people say things. I saw it on. I saw it. Was it WhatsApp or Facebook? I didn't want to believe it.
You said that he was there?
Yes.
Okay.
There was something circulating like that.
Okay, let me do the Today newspaper. It says nurses hit streets with Yaji Yasasi demo. Okay, we're talking about the Pantan lines.
Yeah, but they've called it off, right?
Right. And then cop commits suicide. And then also ensure compliance of minimum wage. That's according to the PPP.
There's a message from our good friend Michael Amenin in the UK. It's been years, eh? Okay, no, it's not been years. It's been a few months. He says, as a matter of fact, the recent invasion of the army worms in Ghana is a worrying situation, but Ghanaians should ignore the falsehood being propagated by the minority of impending food shortage. But you are in London, so how? Okay, yeah. Let's do the Business Finder front page. Front page of the Business Finder newspaper. Ghana's agro exports to EU will ban be lifted in September. It comes with a question mark. And banks slash holdings in treasury bills. That's another headline there. This is the Business Finder newspaper, front page of this paper. So in a bid to get the ban on Ghana's agro export to the European Union lifted in September 2017, government says it is taking bold measures to ensure that the country's agro products meets international standards. Will the story answer the question on the front page? You've got to read, now, following continuous fall in Treasury security rates and the likelihood that rates will hover around the 12 and 13% points margin for quite some time, banks are slashing their holdings in short-term security instrument. We can ask Mr. Frank Kwachi what all this means as well.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. All right. There are other stories in the Business Finder when you grab it. Okay.
So we have the Business Finder again here. Just a repeated paper, don't worry. I was not going to.
Roland Pa, do the BNFT.
Okay, I wanted to do the daily state.
Okay,
quickly.
Cool.
Just it says 7 million Ghana cedi scandal at Health Ministry. Get out of office. NDC members tell Portofie in Katiaba divided over Mahama. Government launches $10 million job plan today, and Switzerland offers Ghana $80 million. All right. So those are the stories we have on the front page of the Daily Statesman. But the last part we're looking at is the Business and Financial Times. On the front page of the Business and Financial Times, we have the stories. Cocoa Board targets 1.5 million metric tons of cocoa beans in 4 years. And then we have government eyes VIP aircraft hub as demand for VIP services grow.
VIP as in the bus?
No.
As in special treatment at the airport?
Yep.
Ah.
Because we have many rich people around, so we need to make sure that we cater for our needs. Our jobs are going to foreigners, mariners are saying, and government signs MOU with Russia for rail project. Hey, that's good news. Charlie, I love this.
Russia.
So let's see. It's a Russian railway company, Geoservices, has signed an MOU. Oh.
Memorandum of Understanding.
We have many.
But it's the beginning. Let's go to myjoyonline.com. Okay, but before that, whilst we get ready to do myjoyonline.com,
you know, back in the day,
we've got messages.
I did something with a company that came to sign an MOU with a Ministry of Transport at the time, during the Kufuor administration. They're supposed to come and do what they call the monorail, in which they're going to have the rails up.
Oh, okay.
So we just do the pillars and put the rails up. So and they had a good plan. They did the graphics. Osu, the Dankwa Circle area, arrived from the Takwash. You know, it was beautiful. I thought it was coming to pass. Oh, they even came. We did nice interviews. Oh, media music for some time now, but
maybe we didn't really commit.
And we were not. Because they came with serious graphics. You see the monorail moving.
Maybe they didn't see
moving over live pictures in Dankwa, right through to circle.
They didn't see the seriousness in us, so they moved on.
Oh, me sure say. Good
morning to Yakubu Hudu in Kumbungo. Thanks for the message that you've sent to us this morning. Here's another message that says, good morning. I'm going through trauma and I need your support. Hey, Maxwell sending us this message. Stay put, Maxwell. Let's do myjoyonline.com. Very quickly, fall armyworm attack, minority demand seriousness from Agric Minister. Also on our page this morning, marijuana shortage. Nevada considers emergency measures. Says officials in Nevada are considering emergency measures
in Tampi
to deal with the lack of marijuana.
Ogbo. Agba.
Can we have volunteers from Ghana? We'll get a lot of people raising their hands.
We are shorting what Nevada.
Let's move on.
And you know, Nevada, that territory is hot, man.
Yeah.
Hot.
Don't
ask me if I know that. YouTube and Google, they help me. Hot.
Kotoko team bus involved in accident. If we kindly, Patrick, click on the story, I'm sure we can see pictures, hopefully, that have come with this accident. Sad one indeed. Okay, so this is it. Charlie?
No.
This is the bus.
No.
It's a picture of the bus, right?
But this, I think, fans also,
this is not the accident bus.
This one, there was an incident in which they threw stones and pellets and things. This is not the real bus.
All right. You know, after suffering a defeat, you know, and then, you know, they encountered this on their way back. That's really, really sad. Let's kindly go back to the page and run quickly through, all right, the other stories, the headlines that we have there. In the meantime, let's do City FM, Roland.
Okay, so we'll go City FM quickly. Let's run through soldiers, police to chase night galamseyers and others. ECG privatization might create redundancies, group insists. And then we have Kotoko bus crashes, 1 fear dead, coach players injured.
Yeah. Well, the confirmation that we had with the divisional MTTD commander in Nkoko says that one person is confirmed dead.
So there's a current state of the thing. It's not but we have it.
Not very clear though. Okay, there's something else. Okay, this is kind of like the same picture.
All right. Oh, they have more.
This is what the other bus, the other tracker was carrying. They said fertilizer.
Yes. Ooh. All right.
Okay, messages. So this one says, tell Roland to return my suit. Roland Mea. You're wearing somebody's suit. He wants it back. His name is Roland too.
Rolly.
It's Ronald.
Ronald.
Yeah, he's not Roland. Ronald.
Okay, Ronnie, we will give you the suit. No worry.
Ayimba says, I want to know who helped all the other countries get to where they are. Ghana always think that someone must come to aid us. Well, God help Ghana. That's the message that you've sent through. So there are other stories on the pages. Let's go to the BBC page. And then, White House mood is fantastic. Trump says the president goes on the offensive amid pressure over alleged links between his team and Russia. All right, this is the story that we want to give you a little update on. Disgraced not this one exactly, ex-FIFA official Blazer dies. Charlie, what a way to describe somebody who's passed. Disgraced ex-FIFA official.
He was disgraced.
Oh,
headlines don't have
so Blazer, who held spare the FIFA corruption scandal, was found guilty of bribery and other charges. But, you know, his past. You know, when I saw it, I thought it was the Lula, the Silva story.
He looks like Lula.
So that's why I said, okay, this is the story. Now, here we go with the latest in Brazil. We thought we will update you with the situation because I think even down here, we love Lula da Silva.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
I think that's in the Kufa administration towards the end, he became very popular because we had a number of pacts, especially in agriculture. They invested a lot. So
this is the protest, you know, following the prison sentence that's been handed on him. But we know that he's definitely going to appeal.